Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. The 24-yard line.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or they chip away at their timing.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
1st down, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, how to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing here, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on.
And the defense, they get to Howard. Will go down here. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Washington first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Commanders 3.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Gibson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Gibson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A first down throw for Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They toss it down to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And running with power here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Al now to throw it. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st down, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the left side with Gibson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be a Commanders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Commanders.
Off play action. It's Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing here, Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it, I guess. He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll run with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
At the 13-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Gibson again. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitter's getting to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cowboys, they move